Hi everyone, my name is Sonia. I'm from Soft UK. I'm the communications officer there. Thank you so much for joining us for our first podcast series looking at trisomy family stories. I hope you find it interesting and useful for anyone that recently been diagnosed with this condition or have recently found out about it and you're looking for more information. I hope this series does help you with getting the information that you need. I'll start off by just saying what is trisomy. Trisomy is essentially 3 copies of a chromosome where there should normally be 2. You'll normally find that there's 2 definitions, so trisomy 13, which is also known as Patau syndrome, and trisomy 18, which is known as Edwards syndrome. Both are very similar, they just have slightly different features to what the baby may display in terms of development and difficulties as they look to grow. There's certain markers that sonographers and doctors will look out for at the beginning to identify whether the baby has these. This can be from the marker of the amount of fluid behind the baby's neck to the size of the baby, but they have much more detailed markers that they will look at to ensure that they give you a more informed decision. This is normally done at between 12 to 16 weeks, so you should find out quite early on if this is a diagnosis that is going to be for you. Soft UK also have a lot more description and research available for you to find out more about trisomy on their website, so I do encourage you to go to www.soft.org.uk to get more of a bigger picture of everything. But hopefully that gives you a little bit more of what the initial diagnosis might mean for you and your baby. Over the next few series, you'll hear from families, real life families that will share their own experiences of trisomy related instances, from getting it from a diagnosis through continuing a pregnancy, from a dad's perspective, from losing the baby to surviving with a baby and what that will mean. So there's a lot of different perspectives that will be shared, and hopefully you'll find comfort and a bit more knowledge from these families as well. When hospitals and professionals have to talk to you about the condition, it's normally deemed life-limiting, and the phrase incompatible with life may come up as well. We don't encourage any of that sort of language. At Soft UK, we'd like to try and offer an alternative approach for people looking for information. It's important to know the whole picture before making your mind up or making a decision on what you think is going to happen to you and in your situation. As a trisomy parent myself, you learn to be a different parent. You become a much more resilient parent. You do everything you can to help your baby and keep your baby surviving. So you fight as much as you need to, but you also understand that no matter how far into the journey you get, you also need to be strong enough to make the decision of letting your children make that decision for you and let them go in some instances. And you'll hear that in some of the stories you'll hear in the podcast over the next few sessions. So I hope again this does give you a bit more information and knowledge and enlightenment into what trisomy means, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for listening.